I was so excited to make these Reese's Copycat pumpkins because we all have a sweet tooth, and Reese's pumpkins are full of probably like a couple dozen ingredients. And this recipe only has 6 or 7 ingredients, and it's all whole food based, just peanut butter, almond flour, maple syrup, a little vanilla, chocolate, and coconut oil. And your whole family is going to love this. This will be perfect for like a fall family movie night. Could just make a tray of these and watch like a fun fall or Halloween movie. Your kids will go crazy for these. Much better for you than the store-bought Reese's, and they only take a few minutes to put together. Be a fun project to do with your kids as well. And I hope you guys love this for fall. We're gonna start with 2/3 of a cup of creamy natural peanut butter. You want the kind that's kind of runny with just a couple of ingredients. That's gonna be the base of these Reese's pumpkins. Next is 1/4 of a cup of good quality maple syrup. Then we've got a cup of blanched almond flour, which is gonna give this a dough-like consistency. Then just 1/2 teaspoon of good quality vanilla. Then just give this a good mix and check the consistency. Mine was a little bit runny, so I needed to add a little bit more almond flour. So depending on how creamy your peanut butter is, you might have to do that, but you want just a shaggy dough-like consistency with this dough. Once it's all combined, you're going to turn it out onto a pan lined with parchment paper. And I did add a little bit more almond flour after this. I realized it was too gooey, so I made it a little bit more dough-like. But you're just going to spread this out into an even layer, and you're going to freeze it for around 20 minutes until it's hardened and it's easier to cut out your cookie shapes. Right before you take that dough out of the freezer, we're gonna add some chocolate chips and a little bit of coconut oil to this bowl and microwave it for 30-second increments until it's melted, and you can stir it together. Alternatively, you could melt this in a saucepan on the stove, but you want it to be a nice liquid consistency, nice and thin, so that we can dip our pumpkin shapes into this chocolate. Now we're ready for the fun part. We're gonna cut out our little pumpkin shapes. These are super cute. I found this little pumpkin cookie cutter on Amazon. You could also shape the pumpkins with your hands, but the cookie cutter is definitely an easier option. And I'm just gonna cut all these out, and we're gonna get ready to dip. Now we're just gonna dip our pumpkins in our chocolate. I'm using a fork to kind of let some of that chocolate drip down. And then I'm setting it on a parchment paper lined dish. And as soon as we get all these dipped, we're going to stick them in the freezer. I also like to sprinkle mine with a little bit of salt, but this is totally optional. I just think it brings out the sweetness a little bit. Now we are ready to freeze. We're gonna freeze these for around 30 minutes to an hour till they're nice and firm, and they are going to be out of this world delicious. These honestly taste exactly like a Reese's pumpkin. Reese's peanut butter cup. I honestly can't believe there's only 6 whole food ingredients in these. You definitely need to try these. You can give these to your kids with zero guilt. These will be so fun for any kind of fun fall night that you're having as a family. Definitely give these a try. Just store any leftover pumpkins in a Ziploc bag in the fridge or freezer, and they'll keep for a couple weeks that way, but honestly, these probably won't last long. Okay, let's have a little try. So amazing. Tastes almost exactly like a Reese's, much better ingredients. Make sure to grab the full written recipe in the description.